What's up, boys? See, this mic's working good. We're back. So this week was actually a very productive, I would say it was actually pretty easy. We got 3 for 3, so we haven't had a losing trade this week. Okay, so let's dive into it. All we did was trade gold, boys. I haven't even looked at the market since this morning. So this was today's trade. Pretty straightforward stuff. We'll dive into it. We got a 3.4 to 1 risk reward on this trade, but it was pretty straightforward, guys. We had Jerome Powell talk today at the Jackson Hole in Wyoming. And hold on, let me pull up the broker real quick. All right. So let's just take a look here. Okay. So I saved all the trades from the last 3 days. Let me move my face. Our equity balance sits at $2,274, which is good. It's good start to the small account, right? We're staying disciplined. We're attacking the setups that are made available to us. We're using appropriate size. We're paying ourselves. And this was the trades this week, okay? So it looks like multiple trades, but I like to take money off the table, right, as my targets are getting hit. Like I said in the beginning of last week's video, gold loves to push, but it loves to pull back. And same thing when it sells off. It loves to sell and it loves to pull back. So you got to take money off the table, okay? So for this week, we're up $1,283. So let's start with the 21st, which was Wednesday, I believe. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the actual trades themselves. Let's see. How do I get rid of this fucking thing? Okay. So whenever I come into the market each morning, I always want to pay attention to whatever the overnight session has been doing, right? So I always start off on a 15-minute chart, guys. And what I want to do is I want to mark out levels of the chart that are potential areas of liquidity. Let me fix this fucking thing. There we go. Okay. And we'll start with this day here. Okay. So we can see that we had this massive sell-off at the all-time highs, which we talked about in the video on Wednesday. And whoever was buying up here was just chasing it, right? There was no setup to buy it up here, but we didn't start the challenge till this day. So let's talk about this day. We had overnight liquidity sitting up here. We had the previous day's high sitting up here. And then we had the overnight London low right here. The previous obvious low from the day before and the day before's low of day, which happened to be right where it bounced. Okay, there's no secret to how I trade, guys. I'm looking for the push into liquidity, and the ultimate bounce I could give a fuck less about because I'm taking my money off the table where it could potentially bounce. That's my target, okay? So let's dive into this. First things first, after marking out levels of liquidity, where are we trading relative to the 200 exponential moving average? That's where I get my bias, okay, guys? I want to be buying above the 200, and I want to be selling below the 200. It's that fucking easy, okay? So it's so easy that some might say, like, how the hell, like, how does this work so often? And it's because you want to get in the market early when the market is first opening, there's volume, so you can get these nice, easy impulse moves, right? So we had market open right here at 5 in the morning my time, and we were starting to break this little bit of an uptrend, okay? So I got in once we rejected on this 5-minute candle. We rejected this 200. I got short right here. I put my risk just above this previous high because we don't want this to become a higher high, higher low, higher high, because then you're wrong. You just get out, okay? Reevaluate. Now, would I have gotten long? Probably not, because look at the risk to reward, right? Let's say I got long above here. That's only 6 points of potential profit, right? It's not worth the trade. Now to the downside, we have all of these levels here, especially the level from the day before, right? And so we got short and we were able to capitalize 11 points, 13 points, okay? Right here I took profits, half profits at this low, which was the overnight low. So right here I took profits. As long as we were respecting this 200, if it pulls back, so be it. The trade is still valid. Okay, that's the psychology part of being a trader, is being able to not only trust your system, but also weather the pullbacks. Like, it does suck to be up a couple $100 back to break even, whatever. At a certain point in time, this might be like up 2 or 3 grand back to break even. But if you hold out for your targets, right, that's the plan. If you were planning to target here, who gives a shit if it pulls back? Just stick with it. If you were okay pulling the trigger right here, and you're okay with a 3-point stop loss, you should still be okay with a 3-point stop loss when it pulls back to your break even. The trade is still valid, okay? Same mindset when you get in, same mindset as it's unfolding, the trade. Then we started to push right here at the open, the New York Open, 6:30 a.m., which is 9:30 Eastern. We were pushing. We took money off the table here. And then 10 minutes later, we had this huge impulse, and we took all of our money off the table right in this area here, 24.99-ish. And I took off trade at whole number 2.2 or 2,500, because it's a whole number, right? These psychological levels of like 100 or 2,000, 1,000, like an obvious psychological number, you got to pay attention to that kind of shit too. There is obviously a level here, right? But I was already up so much on the trade, it was like a 4-to-1 trade. I was like, cool, I'm cool with that. And what did I do after I got out of my entire position? I shut the fucking computer down and did something else with my day. There's one piece of advice I could give you, and it's dealing with emotions, and it's FOMO, right? Sure, this thing could sell off all day, right? Or what if it bounces in your face and you keep holding it, right? Which this thing did. It bounced all the way back up to here, ultimately pushed. There's no reason to stick around. You need one good trade per day to keep the real job away, okay? That's how you got to think about it. So we move on. Next day. Here's a day where you would have had major FOMO. Okay, I didn't have major FOMO because you know what? I didn't even see this whole push. I saw this push right here, and I told the guys, I was like, fuck, man, gold is pushing. And I just shut the computer down because you know what? There's another major low right here, guys. We could have bounced off that level, right? So like, imagine you try to get long right here because you think it's oversold or it should bounce. Then they dump it again on you. Not only do you feel like an idiot, but you already had one good trade. Why not be happy with that? One good trade is all you fucking need. Just leave the desk. Tomorrow's a new day. You can fucking use more size tomorrow now because you've earned the right to size up, right? We were using small size this day, small size this day, and today we upped the size a little bit, okay? So again, do not overtrade. My biggest thing right now is 2 trades max per day. And when I say 2 trades max per day, that is only if my first trade is a stop out and the second trade ends up being a winner to make up for the stop out. If I get stopped out twice, that's it. That's it. You're done for the day. Who gives a fuck? There's no momentum today. It's obvious that it doesn't want to go up, or it's obvious it doesn't want to go down, just leave. It's that easy, because you'll make it up on the next one. A lot of these trades, guys, look at this. This trade was a 3.4 to 1 risk reward. This trade, 3.8 risk to reward, right? Sure, I could have held even longer, but you know what? This trade was like fucking a slam dunk trade, and it was off the 1 minute chart. I get all my entries on the 1 minute. Okay? So I saw them. Right here's the New York open. There was a little bit of news on this 5:30 candle, which is 8:30 Eastern. They jammed it up, and it started to reject the 1 minute 200 EMA, exponential moving average. As soon as we rejected it and got below, I got in short, targeted these lows down here, put my stop above this recent high. Sorry, because this should now be the start of a new downtrend, a lower low, lower high, lower low, which that's what it was, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, boom, there's the target. We were done trading by 6:21 in the morning. That was it. Easy fucking trade. Just so that if you guys are questioning if these are the actual trades, let's just look, okay? So this day was the 22nd of August. Gosh dang it. So this was the 22nd of August. And here's the 22nd of August. We got short 2,501. What's the entry? 2,501. And what is the exit? 2486. Where is it at? Where the fuck is... oh, right here. Exit price. 24.93 was where we got filled. What does that say? 24.93. What time did we get filled at? 6:21. What's the time? 6:21. Okay, guys, these are real fucking trades. I'm not just sugarcoating it. I'm not like over trading. It might look like multiple positions, but I take half off and I take another half or full off or whatever. Okay. So again, tying back to greed, you want to make sure in the beginning of these small account builds, you want to be taking profit, guys. Do not leave money on the table. Now today was a bit of a trickier day. So let's see. Okay. So here was the open, and we had Jerome Powell supposed to be speaking at 11 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock my time. So here's 7 o'clock right here on this big ass push, right? They pushed it up. Oh, fuck. Hold on, sorry. Hold on one sec. Sorry about that, guys. My wife called to see what I wanted for dinner, and I said, I don't know. It's only 3 in the afternoon. You choose what you want. I'll eat whatever. All right, boys. So here was today. Jerome Powell got on the mic, and he fucking jammed up the market to this daily high, okay? Which was yesterday's high. And what did they do? Once they jammed it up to this high, it started to reject and fall, okay? However, that does not mean just get short. I mean, if you want to scalp it, by all means, like, I would scalp this, but I'm not in that position to do that yet. So all I did was I waited for us to pull back into either the 5-minute 200 or the 1-minute 200 EMA, which that's what we got, right? So we pulled back into here and we got long. Once we saw that it was bouncing off of the 1-minute 200, we got long. So let's take a look at the entry from today. So today is the 23rd. We bought at 25.05. Okay. What does this say? 2505. See that? That's where we got long. And we took half off the table. So we had 0.6 lots. You see that? We had 0.6 lots. We took half of it off the table at 2512, and then we got stopped out trailing the rest. Okay? So we got out of most of it right here at 2512, and then the rest of it, we were trying to get all the way to these highs up in here. But as soon as it hit this high and it started pulling back, we got trailed out right here. And I was like, whatever, fuck it. It's all good. I mean, we're up fat on the account already. We'll just take it as it comes. Jerome Powell, when he speaks about economic, outlook and policy, these markets can act very, very dramatic, okay? Which, look at today. I mean, I guess it did end up selling off right here and just went sideways, right? Why stick around for all this? Like I said in the first video, you want to be trading when there's the most volume of the day, which is 8 a.m. Eastern to about 11:30, 12 o'clock, okay? Today is a little bit of an exception. Anytime we have FOMC, Federal, Open Market Committee meetings or speeches, gold will fucking move, okay? It doesn't matter what time of the day it is. But normally, we want to be trading and be done trading by like 11 o'clock Eastern. Sooner if possible, okay? So we got out of the trade up here. It was about 8 in the morning. Told the guys, peace out, I'm out. I don't need to stick around for anything else. There's no point in being at the computer. I'm retired from US 30. I'm retired from NASDAQ. I'm retired from everything, guys. I would rather be the master of one fucking thing, absolutely master it, than fucking be a jack of all trades and trade everything. Okay, I used to be like that. And it's like you take paper cut, big ass win. Paper cut, big ass win, paper cut, paper cut, paper cut, paper cut. And when you get all these fucking paper cuts, guys, it fucks with your mental health. I'm telling you guys, you start to lose confidence in yourself. But if you just stick to one thing and you have concrete fucking rules, right? And setups, what you're looking for, all you got to do is just size up. Okay? Instead of making $400 right now per day, I'll fucking be making 4,000 or fucking 6,000 or 10,000 in a day with the same fucking setup. You just add more size, okay? So let's take a look at our Excel sheet. So we had $423 gain on Wednesday, $414 gain on Thursday, and $436 gain on Friday today. Cool. We're up 127%, guys. Here's our equity growth chart. Total profit so far is 1,274. This is the per day, right? So as this starts to go on and we continue to trade this small account, let's say we lose fucking $300 on Monday, right? So that'll put us to 1974, right? Then on Tuesday, we make $600. So that'll put us to 2574. So this is just to help keep us accountable, to help us understand the long-term growth. Should you have a red day or a red week, right? Look at the bigger picture. Look at your equity on a bigger scale. How am I doing for the week? How am I doing for the month? How am I doing for the quarter? How am I doing for the year? 1 or 2 or 3 days of loss does not define your success as a trader. It's how you bounce back and how you continue and be consistent in your trading that is what makes a trader. You're not going to win every single trade. I mean, sure, this week we had a 100% win rate, but it's because the markets were clean and we were patient and we actually sacked up and took the trades. I mean, I don't even think twice. I just fucking get in the trade when I see my setup. I'm so confident in it, I don't give a fuck if I lose, right? Because I know over the long term, gold is a great trending market and it makes sense fucking 9 out of 10 times where it should be bouncing or where it's headed towards, especially if you're paying attention to the US dollar and, major levels in the US dollar, right? The whole reason I got long today on gold, right, even though it had this massive pullback, is because look at the dollar, guys. The dollar was falling on its face. It dropped its panties today. we knew that once this low got taken out, or I knew once this low got taken out, bro, it's lights out for a long time, okay? We had this major low sitting here and another liquidity low sitting here. So if the low right here gets taken out from the week, right, this low, then of course I'm going to be patient to wait for this liquidity to get smoked, right? So when we were pushing like that, and I saw gold have an aggressive pullback, I was like, okay, this is a great opportunity to try to get long because the dollar is falling hard, which should help the gold improve into the upside. Not always, but it's good to look at the full picture. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, every single morning I have a fresh chart. I take everything off my chart. I come into the day with no bias. I don't care what it did the day before. I look for areas of the chart that I want to target. And that's what I do. I just sit and I wait for a setup and I look for, okay, we have a high here, we have a high here, a low down here, the overnight low right here. And it's the same fucking thing, guys. It's like riding a bicycle. The setups are always the fucking same, okay? So that's it for today, guys. This week was cool. Let's see if we can continue the momentum at this pace. You know, we'll size up slowly for the week. And who knows, maybe we'll hit 5K next week. I don't know. Just gonna fucking roll with it and just take whatever the market gives me. Okay, boys? So have a good weekend. I'm gonna go enjoy some fucking beers tonight and chill, maybe barbecue. I don't know, but I'm definitely not even gonna look at any charts until Sunday. Okay? All right, boys. Peace.